Hi everybody, it's Danielle from Inspire Me to DIY, and it has been a long time since I have done a live. I have baby underneath the table, and some TREATS's on the table. It's the first time I've done a live with her not napping, so we'll see how it goes. So today, what I want to do is all of my winter/spring stuff is already out. I've decorated, everything's good, but I want to add a little bit of just another layer. I want to do something a little different. And what I thought about was taking regular mats from frames and covering them in pretty paper. So that's what we're going to do today. I have all different kinds of frames, mostly 8x10s that I'm going to put the mat in. And I have copied some pictures. I have a copy machine that does photos too. And I bought a package of photo paper. I think there's like 50 sheets. I don't remember how much it was, but I know I got it on Amazon, so I can look that up. But I am able to take pictures from my phone and copy them. I don't know if you can see that with the lights. That's my girl that's napping here on the floor. So this is one of the things I want to do today. And another thing is I like to take photos from Google and print those out. And this is one of those. And this is going to be, I gotta get it so the light doesn't get it. This is going to be part of my spring Easter decor. Isn't that sweet? And it didn't cost me anything but the paper and the ink to print it. I've been cleaning today, and so I've got like dog hair at my nose or something. I don't know. Most of my frames either come from Goodwill or IKEA, and this is one of my IKEA frames. It's like a shadow box, so I can put a picture in here, say I do the rabbit, and then I could put like little rabbit figurines down here to make it all cohesive. Oh my goodness, I am sorry. I don't know what it is, but wow. You know what happens when you clean and everything starts flying, and that's where I'm at right now. So hopefully I have everything out here that I'm going to need. I bought a package of scrapbook paper. I've got so much stuff shoved in with it. Let me pull all of the leftover Christmas paper out that I didn't use. Put that over here. And I bought this white paper. It's all, I'm going to be itching my nose this whole time. It is all different. See if you can see. I don't know what that one is. Oh, it's like little half circles, but it's white on white. And there are some hearts and polka dots in here. Oh, maybe no hearts. I thought I had hearts. But anyways, there's polka dot ones in here that I thought would be really neat to add that little oomph to your mats. So let's get started. I did a bunch of these at Christmas, and I did it in a dark green plaid, and it was stunning. It was really pretty, and it looked great with all of my family photos because I had them all to match. But these are all going to be like different. And first of all, I bought a whole pack of these mats from Amazon. They don't have the little beveled edge on the inside, so they're not the fancy ones, but they're really good for what we're using, because we're going to cover up that bevel anyways. And in fact, this one is beveled, so maybe I'll just use one of these, so it's not so, so it's just more of a plain. I don't even know how many's in here. A bunch, probably like 10. And they do have the bevel on there. Never mind. So I guess it doesn't matter. But they've got a shininess on the outside, which not a big deal because we're going to cover that up. What I found for Sadie Sue's picture is this not cute? Little, oops, upside down. Little dog prints. And I must have gotten that. There's no price on it. So I bet I got it when Joanne Fabrics was still around. I miss that store. I miss that store a bunch. I have a paper cutter. Oops. Over here. I got so much stuff on this table, y'all. I got a ton of stuff. Furban. Less than $20. I think it was $10. But I use this paper cutter a lot. And it'll do the 12 by 12 sheets, which is what this is. I'm just trying to cut off. It says it's perforated, but I did not see. Oh, maybe it is. Never mind, I don't need the paper cutter. I will, though. So I want to get this edge off so I can measure it properly. Yep, there we go. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to put my paper down and put this on top. Ooh, I'm not going to have a lot. And you know, you could probably just go right to the edge. You don't have to wrap it around, but you are going to need to wrap it around on the inside. Because I'm going to use glue to put this down, I should have done one ahead of time, and I didn't. So let's have some coffee and think about it. If I put this in here, so I do have, let's do that just on the side of caution. I am going to see if I'm going to do that, and I'll probably have to trim it because it's going over. Yeah, I'm going to have to trim that. So let's do that first. Get my paper cutter back out. I told you we were going to need to use it. And I'm just going to cut just a little bit off the edge. See how nice that works? So when I put this around, it won't go past. That way, when I put this one in, I can glue them to each other. I know I'm talking out loud. Well, hopefully. So Christmas is over. Finally got everything put away. You know, it took me over 2 weeks to get everything up. Because, you know, you put everything up and then you zhuzh it and add more things to it. And I gotta say, I was pretty proud of myself. I didn't add a lot this year because I have so much Christmas stuff that I really didn't need to buy anything else this year. Okay, so I cut the edges so when I fold it, it's not past this opening. And you kind of want that so it doesn't show. All right. So what I'm going to do is then I'm going to fold this up, and I'll show you why. I don't know if you can see that. It's hard to get the camera totally on things. Okay. So what I did is I folded here and I folded here because I need to cut this corner out, and I'll show you what I mean. Right where I folded it. And the frame is going to cover up a lot of this, so you won't have to worry about it showing. I have a ton of framed art in my house. Let me see. Of course, none. Oh, yeah, right here. I got to show you. Oh, this is one of my Easter things. It's sheep. I love it with this gold frame. Got this gold frame at Goodwill. So, but this doesn't have a mat, so it's not something I could show you, but isn't that sweet? And this cost me nothing other than the price of the frame and to print it. Okay, so here is what I cut out. So when I put this in here, it's going to go right around and there won't be bulk. See what I mean? Okay, so let me do the other side and we'll at least get the outside done. All right, so let's fold this up, right, Sadie Sue? Mama's girl? You being a good girl? Yes, you are. She's finally growing up to where, well, she still likes to eat all the stupid things like leaves and sticks, and hopefully we grow out of that. We're still in that, like a toddler putting everything in her mouth. But she'll be 2 in March, and this is January, so she's got a little ways to go, but you could tell she's really growing up, and she has enough toys to choke a horse. Okay, let's see. Perfect. Now I have my hot glue gun going because I didn't know if that was going to work well, and I think I'm going to try it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this one in, put the glue on the paper, and glue the paper to the paper and not to the mat. And I'm hoping to do that to where if I want to change out the paper, then I can just do that and not worry about ruining my mat. All right. Ugh. Hopefully my extension cord stays intact. Come on. There we go. All right. I am notorious for burning myself. So I have these. I got these a friend gave me these from Dollar Tree, and they're hot pink finger protectors. So we'll see. Now watch, I'll use a finger that doesn't have these on. That's about par for the course. Okay. The hot glue gun that I have is a Surebonder, and I got that at Walmart. It has dual temp. It has a high and a low, which I really like. I don't use the low very much because you get a lot of glue strings when you use it on the low setting. And I don't like glue strings because they feel like spider webs, and I don't like that. Okay. It's almost like wrapping a present. Let's see if I can get, oh, the dog is messing with the cat. Of course she is. Did JoJo come out to talk to you? Did she? I figured. Everything was so quiet. And of course, it's like small children. You get on the phone or you get somewhere and you're talking to people, and then they want your attention. Ah! So if you hear the squealing over there, it's the cat. Is she, Sadie Sue? Is she trying to get you in trouble? Okay, so this is what we have so far. That is going to be adorable. Super easy. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to cut an X right up to the corners and fold them back. And I have my ruler out here just so I can get my cuts right. You know what I don't have? I don't have anything to write with. Yay. Oh, yes, I do. Go me. All right. So what I'm doing is I'm just, well, I can see the line. You won't be able to because it's really light, but I'll show you. Corner to corner, edge to edge. So today it is 78 degrees. It's glorious out there because it has been chilly for January. It was too cold on Christmas to go to the beach, so we didn't get to go to the beach. I like to go to the beach on Christmas Day. Okay, see that? I don't know if you can see it. I've got some janky lights just so I can get enough light, because when I first turned it on, you couldn't really see me that well. And it's like, All right. And I'm just going to do my cuts. I just wanted to score it so I could get in there without ripping the paper. There we go. So usually if you score it first, then you can get in there without having to like rip through the paper. Normally I do these projects, I at least do one with the camera off, just so I know what to do. And of course I didn't do that this time. I thought, fly by the seat of your pants and see how it goes. Because we're all friends. All right, so there's my, almost looks like one of those, what is that, busted canvas that everybody's into. I never was a fan. Okay, so now I'm just going to fold this in. And then I'll have to trim some of that. And then I fold it pretty tight. And I'm going to glue the paper to the paper. So it, is that not cute? Ta-da! All right, I'm going to trim off some of this and glue the paper to the paper so you can see what I'm talking about. Now the white, the white on white pattern paper that I have is a lot heavier than this paper, so I'll be interested to see how that goes. This won't be one that I change out too quickly because it's not a holiday or a season. But like if you want to do a Valentine or an Easter or Christmas, like my Christmas plaid ones, I changed those out, or I will be. Okay. Whew, hot. Hot, hot. These fingers are a blessing, and they're hot pink. Who doesn't like that? Okay. What do you think? What do you think? It's my Sadie Sue girl. Sadie Sue dog. On Fridays, well, there for a while on Fridays, Sadie was going to daycare. And let me tell you, it was a blessing because she would come home and she would be so tired that when we had Bible study, she'd be sleeping the whole time and not bothering anybody. And that worked out really well. But we haven't been going lately. My fault, not hers. She loves going, but I'm home now, so there's no point. Okay. Oh, that's adorable. Let's see. That's adorable. I'm going to put it in my frame. Let's see. I want that part up. Make sure I get it in there well. Oops, there's one of those little prongs. There we go. And get my baby girl in there. I love that. And I'm going to tape it. Let's see. So it stays in place. Maybe I'm going to tape it. I know I brought tape out here because I made a special trip to do it. All right. What is, oh. Okay, there's something red on the picture, which I didn't see before, but it's in the background, so I don't know what. It must be like a chair or something in the background. Do I have it all? I do. Okay, hold on. Get all my prongs in there tight. Usually I take a flathead screwdriver and push all my prongs down with that. What do you think? Oh my gosh, that's so cute with the little dog paws. I'm trying to get it so the light doesn't hit it. There's something red right there that caught my eye, but it's in the background. Oh, I think she looks adorable. And I think right here, what I'm going to do is either handwrite or or print out her name and put it right there. It keeps saying that I have a slow connection, so I'm not sure if I'm zooming out and zooming back in or what's going on. So let me know. That is so cute. Okay, so now let's do, I'm going to put this over here. Let's do our rabbit. Ugh. And I want to do the white on white with this, although I do have, I think they're lavender. I like a gray. They're hearts, like a little gray, and that would look really good with some Valentine picture. I also have like pretty colors or flowers. I got some stripes, and I have pink plaid. All of those would be so cute for spring. But with this, I want to try this white on white, just to give it a little glam. Let's see. Triangles. Chevron. Oh, I do have hearts. I want the hearts. Okay. See, this is heavy cardstock. You know, it doesn't show hearts on the cover as one of the options, but I'm glad they had it. Okay, so let's get my shadow box over here, and we'll open that up. Let's see. I've never opened this before. I got it from IKEA. Okay. It is telling me, oh, this is plastic, but it has a film on it. So I need to, yeah, right. I need to take the film off. Let's see if I can. If not, I'll do it later. There we go. I don't know if it's on both sides. Yep, it is, because there's a little mark on there. Too bad it's not this easy taking napkins apart when I decoupage. That's not easy. Okay. I kind of like it that it's plastic and not glass, especially with crazies around, because they like to run around the house. All right, so that, I got that together. Let's try doing this. And this has a perforated edge on it too. I don't know why it's got holes at the top. It must have been to hang up the whole book. Yeah, it must be, because there's a hole at the top of this. So it must be to hang it. But all the pages have holes on them, so they put perforation so you can just tear that part off. That's a good thing. There are people walking by outside, and I'm so proud that somebody's not B-A-R-K-I-N-G. Ing. B-A-R-K-ing. There we go. That's better. Okay. So, and I'm going to do this the same. Oh, no, I'm not. I want my hearts going. Good thing I looked. Okay. Let's do this. So I'm going to fold this up. And since it's got a pattern to it, I want to make sure that it's straight, because I don't want to have my hearts going wonky. Ooh. This time of year is always the hardest when decorating, because you don't want Christmas, and it's way too soon for spring. So, what do? There's that limbo in there. And what I like to do is I take down anything that's Christmassy, but if it's got like a little hint of winter to it, which in Florida, what is that? But what people think of as winter, then I leave that. Like I have some pine boughs that I still have up because they've got twinkly branches with them. But I do have my spring flowers too, because I love warmer weather, always have, always will. And that reminds me of that. Okay, I'm going to fold. Let's just do this. Let's just do this. I'm just going to fold one end and then worry about cutting the other side. Right? You know they're up here, don't you? When you craft with the girls, you got to have treats, right? Good girl. Good girl, sit. Okay, bye. I know when I have my girlfriends over and we craft, you got to have snacks. It's a written. It's a written. There, Sadie. Thank you. They're allowed to walk on the sidewalk, you know. Sadie, go. Sadie. Oh, great. Somebody's coming to the door, so we'll just wait a minute. It's a salesperson that I don't want to talk to. Come here, baby. Come here. You sit. Always. It's from Spectrum, so we're not going to answer that. I know. Don't judge me because you do this too, right? I know. You're such a good girl. You're such a good girl. Maybe he'll go away. Well, while we're taking a break, let's have some coffee. I don't know why I'm whispering because I'm sure he cannot hear me anyways. Good girl. Look at you. That was quite a test. That was quite a test for you. And of course, he's just going to stand out there, huh? All right, so we have this. I'm trying to do this one-handed. He's going away. You see him? He's walking away. There he goes. Okay, go watch him. He's gone. I have to say, I've never had that happen on a live before. So, yeah, that's great. Okay, I noticed that I didn't have my fold tight enough. And by tight, I mean it didn't fit the frame. It was too loose around the bottom. So I had to adjust. All right, now. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, that's better. That's better. Let's see. Yep. Okay, now I'm just going to fold this end in, and we're going to have to cut this one because it's too long, but that's okay. You only have to cut just a tad off. And working with heavier paper, it's kind of difficult. You got to really muscle it around. I love how this makes such clean cuts because I'm not, I don't cut straight. I never have. So it's like been a lifesaver. Okay. So now I'll cut my, oh, let me make sure. No, it's still too long. All right, cut a little bit more. Oh, it's a window company. You know, we live in an area where there's not allowed to be any soliciting, but here we are. It's a window company. And yeah, I do need new windows, but not today. I have to say, I am super proud of her because she normally would have gone absolutely crazy. And she did really good. I'm really proud of her. Oh. So it's, you know, life. It's life in here. I'm not one of those where everything looks glorious and happy all the time. Because it's not. I also don't whine a lot on social media, but okay. Let's see. Okay. Yes, this is perfect. And I'm going to glue. I still have a little problem with this fold. I don't know what I did. Must have been all the commotion. Okay. That's better. All right. I could put my fingers on because I know me. All right. And I'm just going to put that right there. And I might still have to trim that a little. It's just not easy working with this stiffer paper. It's worth it though, because it's so pretty. And it's not really a heavy cardstock, but nonetheless cardstock. Ooh. I was going to use Mod Podge. If you're going to glue it right down to your mat, use Mod Podge. This would look gorgeous with some of those really pretty napkins. My friend Sherilyn out there, if you did that with some of your decoupage, that would be stunning. I think it would turn out really great. She has an Etsy shop and does gorgeous decoupage pieces for people that want that and don't know how and don't want to learn. Because some people are very crafty and some just aren't. And so there's people like us around that will make you things. If you're lucky enough to know somebody that would make you things. Okay, so I have that glued all the way around. And now I'm going to do my cross cut. Ow. Didn't burn me, but it was hot. Okay. How you doing, baby girl? Oh, how you doing? You're such a good girl. Mama loves that dog so much. I do. I made sure that we went POTTY first and all the things so that wouldn't be an issue. You're such a good girl. You don't get any more cookies right now. Not right now, okay? You'll get fat as a pig. Trust me, I know. Christmas, oh, Christmas. It was a feeding frenzy. I just did not know how to pump the brakes. Everybody and their brother brought chocolate. I even bought chocolate for for our guests. No, I ate it before they even got here. But yeah, it was just a free-for-all. So now I'm back on the Weight Watcher wagon, which I am so thankful for those people. I have quite a few friends that I met through Weight Watchers. So it's nice. Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. It's really hard with this heavier paper. I hope you can see the little hearts once I get it done. Can't believe I had a salesperson at the door. I don't normally answer the door anyways for that, just because they're not supposed to and they know that, but they do it anyways. Okay. So if you like to craft, my head just went 1,000 different ways there. If you like to craft, I think it is important to do so, especially in the winter time when you don't have a lot going. I think by keeping busy, that it helps a lot through winter depression, or I know a lot of people get depressed this time of year, and I understand why, especially if you don't live in a warmer climate like I do. I mean, I got stuff going all the time because it's beautiful outside and we can't always do that in the colder climates. Trust me, I know my birthday's in February, and it seemed like every single time we'd have plans for my birthday, they'd have to be canceled because we'd have a terrible snowstorm. So here, it's wonderful. This year, well, every year, because we have season passes, we go to Disney on my birthday because that was my bucket list a long time ago, and I love Disney. I love so much about Disney. I know there's a lot of good and bad about the place and theme parks in general, and it is super expensive. But since we have the passes, all we have to pay for is food, because we're close enough that we can go spend the day and come home. So we don't have to get a hotel. Sometimes we do because we like to stay and watch the evening show. Every park has a really big evening show, and I like to do that every once in a while. Okay, this is sticking out a little bit, so I'm going to trim that. But not bad. That was the only corner, for the most part, that was an issue. I'm going to trim this one. Not that it's going to be seen, but I'm going to know it's there. Okay, put that in our box. Make sure I get all of my prongs. It's going to fight me now. There we go. And it fits a little tighter since that paper, but that's a good thing. Where's my bunny? Okay, I gotta make sure that my heart's, yep, this is the top, this is the top. And like this little bunny that I copied, I could not sell that. That would be against the law. But since it's for my own purpose, and I use somebody else's art on Google, it's perfectly legal for me to use it this way, and I like doing so because I love changing out my pictures frequently. Now I have a whole wall of family pictures. I do have those, but then I have these. Oh my gosh. Okay. Is that not adorable? I do have some little gold bunnies. I might put one down there because they're like this big. Oh, I love that. I am going to, see this being so thick, it'll set up like that, or you can use the leg and use the tilt back on it. I love this. If you decide to make this, let me know. I used to have a blog, and I took it down. I don't have a blog anymore, but I still do have my Facebook page and my Instagram page and my YouTube page and all the things. So this video is going to go up on YouTube. I would love it if you went over there and subscribe to my page. You get to see, I might as well get both of these out here. You get to see how I made these, and if you decide to make them, I would love to see what they look like. Isn't this sweet? This would even be a great gift for somebody if you have a picture of their dog. You can get so many photos of people's pets and family and all that just on Facebook. Make a copy of those, give it to them for Christmas or for their birthday, or just because you're friends. So if you like this, I'd love to see more of you, and thank you so much. I haven't gone live in so long, and I think even the little mishap, it was a win today with that one. So I will talk to you later, and thank you for watching. Bye.